Hey fellow stock guardians, happy Wednesday, July 28th, 2021. I'm Hoda, a stock card CEO, reporting to you from a mixed stock market. I looked at the Federal Reserve statement that affected market indices today. I also explored the marijuana industry's outlook in Canada and United States, including Tilray's earnings report and Canopy Growth Corp's partnerships and status. Let's get to it. Today, market indices ended the day mixed. The Dow Jones was down while the S&P 500 finished in the red by a hair. The Nasdaq managed to stay in the green. This comes after a statement by Federal Reserve confirming that the economy has shown great improvement. Chair Jerome Powell emphasized that the Fed is not planning on pulling back its favorable money policies until the nation was sustainably back on track. Some investors are growing impatient that the Fed is not addressing the rising inflation as a challenge and keeps its policies. That's most likely what contributed to the market's mixed results today. Folks, when I started StockCard, my vision was to create a stock market research assistant and tool that everyone can use and understand. You guys and gals watching, reading, and listening to the Daily Roll episodes is one of the highlights of our company's success. Thank you for being a Stock Guardian. If you aren't a Stock Guardian yet, I'd like to invite you to try now. First, hit the like button and subscribe to the show, and then create a free account on stockcard.io. Thanks for becoming a new Stock Guardian. Today, several cannabis stocks showed up on the winners list. I typed in cannabis in the search bar, and the cannabis or marijuana collection on StockCard is registering all green. Marijuana stocks have declined all year since the retail-fueled trading frenzy earlier in 2021 with other meme stocks. Why are cannabis stocks suddenly rocketing? The industry has struggled with COVID shutdowns and closing dispensaries, where customers are more likely to spend money on more expensive products than shopping online. This was Tilray's response to slightly underwhelming revenue during its earnings call yesterday. The stock is up over 25% today for its positive results. Tilray, ticker TLRY, showed a 27% increase in revenue year over year, with a 55% growth in cannabis revenue specifically. The company operates mainly in the Canadian market but has branched out to Europe with its merger this May with Aphria. Aphria was operating in the same industry but making most of its revenue from its branch in German medical marijuana market. Despite COVID challenges, the positive outlook by Tilray boosted several marijuana stocks higher today. Growth is on the horizon for companies on both sides of the border. In the US, the statistics show that nationwide cannabis sales increased 67% in 2020, while 12% of Americans are active marijuana users. With more states legalizing it by the day, the market is ever growing. Not a surprise to see investors are digging marijuana stocks once again. Yesterday, a fellow stock guardian, Robert Milling, asked me whether it's time to buy CGC now that the price is lower than what I paid for. I own Canopy Growth, ticker CGC, in my portfolio and have kept that as my foot in the industry's door. I also picked it because it is one of the well-funded companies in that sector. Robert made me go back and see what's going on with CGC. Canopy Growth, or CGC, operates in Canada like Tilray and holds licenses to distribute medical marijuana products in over 12 countries. The company has been rapidly expanding in the Canadian market, but it is still losing money each year. Profitability is one reason the company has been cutting some celebrity partnerships. If you take a look at the company's stock card, you'll find that it has a great outlook on industry's growth, and its sales revenue has been on a promising upward trend for a while. My strategy to keep a foot in the door still applies, as CGC focuses on growth and profitability. The risk I'm taking with CGC is still quite high. While the industry has seen plenty of growth in states and countries where marijuana has been legalized, there is still quite a ways to go. According to Wikipedia, only 2 countries, Canada and Uruguay, have fully legalized commercial activities nationwide. More countries have legalized recreational and medical use, but full commercialization is still just beginning. In the US, a new bill has been introduced to the Senate for the federal legalization of marijuana. The time it will take to reach that point is anybody's guess. Marijuana investors need to be patient and master their emotions during market volatility. The steep losses may present a buying opportunity if you want to take a long position on marijuana stocks, but prepare to hold through some significant volatility over the coming years from the US market. CGC or Tilray either can be a good one to consider. I'm looking at Tilray a bit closer due to its scale after the merger with Afria. You may also take a look at marijuana-focused ETFs such as MJ, although I haven't yet looked at those ETFs in detail. Okay, let's wrap up by stopping at Paul Essen's portfolio. You can find it on the StockCard's Stock Picks page. Paul and his Freedom portfolio are the featured investor and partner of the week. He's one of the best long-term investors I like to follow on StockCard. He and I had a chat about his investment strategy earlier this week. I'll leave a link to that conversation in the show notes. Drop by Paul's Freedom portfolio and follow him to get notified of his buys and sells. That's it for today. If you haven't already done so, please give StockCard a try, research as many stocks and ETFs as you want, and consider following a few successful investors like Paul Essen by visiting the Stock Picks page on the StockCard platform. Don't forget to sign up for a 14-day free trial with promo code ROLLWITHRCO, all lowercase and in one word. And like, subscribe, and share these daily market recap reports with your friends and fellow investors. Come back tomorrow for another episode. I'll see you then.